Hi, my name's Alyssa, and my rich bully turns out to be my dad's cleaner. Remember to post your unique title ideas in the comments below. Give a like to the ones you want to see animated. If your suggestion does well, we'll include you in our special Discord server. All right, back to the story. I didn't have a very easy time at high school. It was probably because I wore braces and had an insanely thick pair of glasses. People called me Dorkra the Explorer. It didn't help that I had a purple backpack. What made it even harder for me was the school's queen bee picked on me a lot. She would regularly trip me or slap my lunch tray off my hands. "Thank me later. You look like you need a diet." That's what she'd always tell me. So after the 20th time that it happened and I realized that she wasn't going to stop making my lunch end up on the cafeteria floor, I decided from then on I'd have to eat my meal somewhere no one would bother me. I'd go to the girls' cubicles and I'd eat there. When she could no longer find me during lunch, Tara began picking on me in other ways. She stole my backpack, threw out its contents, and had one of the boys throw it high up on one of the trees. It's still there to this day. Another time, when I opened up my locker as we were getting ready for first period, frogs started jumping out at me. I shrieked and screamed and thrashed about in disgust as a waterfall of slimy frogs cascaded from my open locker. That was when I finally broke and started standing up to her. But Tara didn't like that one bit. "Why do you keep picking on me? I didn't do anything to you." "The fact that you exist is reason enough, Dorkra. I love beautiful, expensive things, and you don't fit in that world. You're ugly, unsightly, absolutely disgusting. You ever heard of plastic surgery? Clothes that fit? You're not dirt poor like all the other uglies. I'm sure your daddy can pay for an overhaul because clearly they made a bad decision when they decided not to send you to an orphanage the moment you were born and they saw that ugly mug." All the things she said hurt, and everyone who heard it laughed and pointed at me. Even the ones who didn't agree with her, because you simply don't laugh when Tara says something evil. Otherwise, she will end you. Nobody would talk to you or be friends with you. Tara was the queen, and when you displease the queen, you get banished. I should know. For the past year, I've been alone in everything. But I was through putting up with everything that Tara was putting me through. Back. I'm just as surprised your dad hasn't given up on you the way your mom did. Little did I know, that was the worst thing I could have said at that moment. Tara's eyes started twitching. I could see the fires of hell burning behind her eyes. "I'm screwed now," I remember thinking. See, Tara's mom infamously kicked up a scene when she left them. She was caught cheating on her dad with her own grandfather, and it was a huge deal in our small town, where people gossiped a lot, and the people at the edge of town will know what you had for breakfast as early as 9 in the morning. Tara's mom flaunted her affair. She'd always be seen making out or going on dates with Tara's grandpa. She was proud of it. She told anyone who would listen that she left her husband because his father was richer and because he buys her everything she wants. Nobody talked about any of that around Tara. Nobody would dare. But that day, I decided, quite foolishly, that I'd clap back at her with that. Tara clicked her fingers and 3 of her girlfriends grabbed me. They dragged me from the halls all the way to the second-floor bathroom where no one went because of some rumor that a girl died in there. "This will teach you never ever to cross me again, you piece of trash! You and your cheap clothes, that crusty skin and those crooked trailer trash teeth! You, Alyssa, look like crap, and crap belongs in the toilet!" She shoved me into one of the cubicles that had a broken lock and trapped me in it. All I could hear as they walked away was the laughter of her girlfriends and them discussing who's wearing what color dress to the prom. I thought I was gonna die in there. I heard really weird noises in that bathroom, and I swear sometimes the wind sounds like a girl's voice. I was prepared to fully see the Babadook in there when a loud bang came from outside. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! I'm gonna die! I'm not ready to die! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Then the lock on my cubicle clipped. I put my hands over my mouth, breathing raggedly through my nose as the door swung menacingly open. Hi, you okay? I could not begin to explain the kind of relief that came over me at that very moment. I hugged him, and I was so caught up in the moment that I planted a kiss on his cheek. We both found it super awkward the moment it happened. I saw him turn red, and he started looking at his shoes. I'm sorry. I didn't mean... I was just so glad that someone came to rescue... No, don't worry. It's fine. I mean, not the kiss. No, I mean, it was a good kiss. I mean, ugh. I could not believe my eyes. Of all the people to rescue me, it was Tara's boyfriend. He took me out of there and drove me home, and then, halfway to my house, he turned around and decided to take me to some ice cream shop. I didn't mind. I wanted him to. I'd never been that close to a hot boy before, and it felt so good to have his attention. We ate our sundaes and awkwardly stared at each other. Josh was red in the face the whole time, and he couldn't even look straight at me. I'm sorry about Tara. She can be intense. No, it's fine. I'm used to it. I decided to wear braces and have these glasses even though I could probably get LASIK. I'm basically begging for those girls to bully me. I mean, I look like a mess. Nah, no, don't say that. I want you to know I need you to understand that what she said, you shouldn't believe them. I mean, you're pretty. You're really pretty and funny. Funny? Me? Josh went on to list a bunch of other things he liked about me, and I was honestly surprised. To me, Josh was the cute guy who sat at the back of the classroom. I never thought he'd even notice I existed, and now, out of nowhere, he's telling me all these things about myself I would have never even described myself as. It felt really, really good. He drove me home, and he asked for my number. But as soon as I got in, Dad greeted me by the door. Who was that? No one. Wait, why is your uniform all torn up? Did that guy... No, Dad, no, chill. It was those girls. What girls? The bullies. You have bullies? Why don't I know about this? Well, you're always on business trips. I asked the maids to keep it a secret. My dad demanded that I tell him who the girls were, and I had to. He threatened to ground me for a month if I didn't. Turned out, Dad knew who Tara was. Ken's daughter? She works for me. Her dad basically begged me to give her a job as one of the cleaners. Said he wasn't earning enough to pay for her tuition. I'm gonna have to talk to her with Ken about this. But I told him not to, that I would take care of it myself. I disguised myself, and every time Tara was out on a job at my dad's cleaning company, I would follow her. I took photos and videos of her in her cleaning outfit, and I made sure I got clear shots with her face in them. For years, she's been boasting about how rich she was, that she was the queen 'cause her family was loaded, that everybody at school was beneath her. Turned out, she was behind on her school fees, and she was working as a maid. That explains why she was having her 18th at Josh's house. She told everyone her house was being renovated, so she convinced Josh her 18th should be at his house. I organized a birthday gift she was never gonna forget. I talked my dad into getting permission from Tara's dad. I did it saying it was going to be a surprise thing for her birthday. So when Tara went all dressed up and ready to party at Josh's place, she was so confused to find out nobody else was there. I called Josh. I told him I organized a surprise party for Tara out of the goodness of my heart. I told him to blindfold her. And when they both got there, Tara was all excited. Josh's face said it all. Tara took off her blindfold, and her world instantly crumbled. Her friends, her guests, her boyfriend. I also invited all the people she stole from. It turned out Tara stole something from every house she cleaned at. That's how she always had expensive clothes, even though she couldn't afford them. All of them saw Tara's real house, and all around the house were photos of her, framed and on display. There were photos of her mopping, sweeping, and carrying bags of trash out of other people's house. Photos of her scrubbing a toilet. Oh, this is all just a joke. A funny joke. Like, look at me. I'm a maid. I wore those clothes as a joke. I was doing a photo shoot with my model friends, and they were like, "Give it up, Tara." Josh, please, I can explain. You know what? I don't care whether you're rich or poor, but what's so sick is that everything you told me about yourself is a lie, and you just never stop picking on people to make yourself feel big. Now I understand why. Nobody talked to Tara anymore after that. All the people she shamed for being poor now knew the truth. Josh and I started dating a few months later, and Tara? Well, Tara still works for my dad. Except now, she has an ankle monitor. I guess getting busted for stealing clothes gets you a nifty accessory.